Okay, so our problem is 2.4. Determine the magnitude of the resultant force F of R, which is equal to sum of vectors F1 and F2, and its direction measured clockwise from the positive u axis. So we have two forces, F1 and F2. As you see on the screen, we have an axis of u, and F1 makes an angle of 30 degrees in the clockwise direction, and moreover v axis makes an angle of 70 degrees clockwise direction with respect to u, and there is an angle of 45 between F2 and v axis, and again it makes an angle of 45 degrees in the clockwise direction. Now let's draw the forces again. Okay, now first we have the u axis, and then we have another axis which is v. Then we have the force F1, which makes an angle of 30 degrees. Then there exists another one, F2, and this angle is given as 70 degrees, and this angle is 45 degrees. Now let's draw two parallel lines. The first one will be parallel to the F1, and then the other one will be parallel to the F2. This is the intersection point of these two lines. Now I will draw my resultant vector Fr. Now the point is this: I know that this length is equal to the magnitude of the F1, and certainly I need to find out this angle. Of course, when this angle is 70 degrees, okay, this angle is 70 as well, and this makes this angle 40 degrees, and the total makes 85. Therefore, this angle is, let's say that this is theta, is 95 degrees. Now I can write cosine theorem. So the magnitude of the resultant force is equal to F1 square plus F2 square minus 2 multiplied by F1 multiplied by F2 multiplied by cosine theta. So this gives me 605.1 Newton. So this is the magnitude of the resultant force. Now the point is, what shall be the angle with respect to the u? Therefore, I have to find, so this is this one, okay. I have to find this angle. This angle is known, this is 30, and therefore I should find this one. Now I can use theorem of sine theorem. Now in fact, it is straightforward. Now the magnitude of FR divided by sine theta. If I say that this angle is gamma, this has to be equal to, this length has to be equal to F2. So magnitude of F2 divided by sine gamma. Therefore, I can calculate the sine gamma from here. Sine gamma is equal to F2 multiplied by sine theta divided by Fr. And let's put the values. F2 is given as 500 newtons multiplied by sine theta is 95 degrees divided by 605.1. Now this makes 0.823 Now from here I can calculate the value of the gamma. Gamma is equal to 55.403 degrees. Therefore, the angle that angle that FR makes, let's say that this is theta R. Theta R is equal to gamma plus 30 degrees, and it makes 85.403 degrees.